This is the pain on the face of Niamh Fisher-Black.
Welcome to Stage 5 of La Vuelta Femenina. A new race begins today as the riders hit the mountains between La Cabrera and Mirador de Peñas, Llanas. It has been a brilliant few days for Marianne Vos, who stormed to her second stage victory in Guadalajara yesterday, but we should have a new overall leader this evening. The Category 1 Puerto de Navarfría comes in the first half of the stage and should really thin out the bunch before the big guns face off in the race's first summit finish, 5 kilometres at an average gradient of 6.7%. First up was the Navarfría, 11.5 kilometres at 5.8%, where a host of women were dropped, including the race leader Vos. FDJ Suez pulling in the lead group, which was soon down to just 25 riders. Elise Chabet, meanwhile, tightening her grip on the mountains jersey with 12 points at the summit. There were a few splits on the descent, but the front group all came back together when the road flattened out. Nueva Doma, Persico and Uyen catching up. Most of the big names up at the front then, with 10 of the 12 world teams represented. Only EF Education Tibco and Israel Premier Tech Roland missed out. Van Vleuten, Follering, Faulkner, Rihanna Marcus, Labous, Realini, Cavalli and Garcia all up at the front, most of them with teammates in support. Surprisingly though, Liana Lippert wasn't up there for Movistar. In fact, their whole team, except for Van Vleuten, were back in the red jersey group, and they began to pace hard to close the gap, bringing it from 3 minutes down to around a minute and a half. 25 then became 24 at the front after an unfortunate mishap for Niamh Fisher-Black.
Oh, we have a crash here with Niamh Fisher-Black. Let's see what happened. Yeah, she wants to take a bottle from Vollering and then just crashes.
Fisher-Black was soon swallowed up by the red jersey group, who kept fighting. Lippert and her teammates bringing the gap down to 30 seconds as they swept towards Riaza and the final climb. First up was the intermediate sprint, where Rihanna Marcus pounced to become the virtual race leader ahead of Chloe Dygert. The actual leader Vos was still battling away with Lippert and Fisher-Black, but they couldn't close that gap. The winner and the new leader would come from the front group. Gaia Realini doing a fine job on the front for Trek Segafredo, with Demi Follering starting to look menacing. Dygert was soon dropped. Well, Follering's pace proving too much for all but a handful of riders: Van Vleuten, Realini, Bauernfeind, Music, Marcus and Chabet.
Demi Follering doesn't even look tired. Well, she is just making it very clear here that she is the strongest of them all.
Follering cracking them one by one, with only Van Vleuten and Bauernfeind still in her wheel as they hit the final part of the climb. The world champion fighting for absolutely everything she was worth, but there was no toppling the new queen of the Ardennes Classics.
Annemiek van Vleuten, she's trying everything to get out of that wheel of Demi Follering. She's gritting her teeth there. She really tries, but she's losing the wheel. Demi Follering, she's casually glancing around her shoulder and knowing that she, yet again, is the best of them all. Demi Follering wins the stage, and now the counting starts. Second place there for Annemiek van Vleuten.
What a season this is turning into for Follering. After winning Strade Bianchi and Dwars door Vlaanderen, then completing that remarkable hat-trick of Amstel Gold Race, Flèche-Wallonne and Liège-Bastogne-Liège, the 26-year-old is showing she is ready to fight for a first Grand Tour crown. This is an ominous warning to her GC rivals. She also had a message of support for poor old Fisher-Black.
Niamh crashed and she was super strong, so that was really, not nice. I was just really, keen to win this one also because, for Niamh, because, I don't know, today was really hard. Annemiek tried to come over me and then I was like, okay, now's the time to give it my all. And first I thought, ooh, this is maybe a bit too early because it was still a long way, but in the end it was luckily enough.
Following 3 seconds clear of Van Vleuten and a super ride from 23-year-old Bauernfeind to come third for Canyon Schramm, she was followed by Music, Realini and Chabet. Vos crossed the line 2 minutes and 17 seconds down as she said goodbye to the red jersey. El Mayo Rojo goes onto the shoulders of Follering, who has a 5-second lead over Van Vleuten. The Dutch dominating the top of the leaderboard with Marcus third at 12 seconds. Shabby, Labous and Reusser are the only other riders within 1 minute. Vos still has a sizable lead in the green jersey standings, although Dijkert did pick up 20 points today at the intermediate sprints. Shabby just about kept hold of the mountains jersey, but Follering is lurking just 1 point behind with Cavalli in third. Stage 6 is another punchy one with 2 Category 2 climbs in the final 50k, but will anybody be able to unsettle our fearsome looking race leader? Join us tomorrow to find out, and thanks for watching.